Hello and welcome to this live stream. I'm doing this for a reason actually, because I'm having a few issues with my OBS settings. So I'm doing this for that reason, but also I thought I could invite you along, because I'm going to do a flight anyway. There's a guy right next to me in a turbo arrow. Hello, mate. How you doing? In fact, I recognise that T-tail from the group. But yeah, I thought I could just invite you all along. It's Sven. Good to see you, my friend. It's a bit of a tricky takeoff. We've got a front row seat here in case you do fail. Oh my goodness me. Is he going to make it? I don't think he's going to make the end of the runway. Oh, just there. Well done. I think. No, he's definitely doing some tree cutting. Just so you know, that's on video. So hopefully everything will look a little bit better than it did before. I don't know. I'm just kind of playing around with settings. I was going to do a flight anyway, guys, to be honest. I was going to do a flight. I've been touring around New Galloway area, as you know, in Scotland, and I'm heading home, so I'm going to do a bit of Dead Reckoning in the Turbo Arrow, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, this will work all okay. So please let me know if I've literally have, this is like this third time I've changed this stream, so apologies for anyone who's wanting to follow this flight. The joys of YouTubing, I tell you that. Right, so anyway, we have primed the system already, so I think we're ready for an engine start. Mixture fully rich, prop fully forward, throttle cracked, and we're going to go for it. Clear prop. There we go. So this is a little airstrip. It's ridiculously small. Oh, hang on. We haven't got a decent start there. And that's what I love about this aircraft. The engine is so alive that you have to pay attention to it. Give it a bit of throttle there. Come on, coax it into life. That's the kind of coding I absolutely love. There's Sven doing a bit of an air show there for us. I wonder if he knows. I wonder if he knows we're actually live on YouTube. Right, lights coming on. And we're late departing, so we're going to give it full flap here. And yeah, this is a very tricky place to take off. I'm just going to check levels because I might be really loud or something might be amiss. So let me just check that. Just checking levels. Seem okay. Perhaps the turbo is a little bit loud. There we go. So yeah, we're in the Reverb G2, of course, and using my usual driver. 457-30. Careful with that engine, Sven. You're gonna blow it, mate. There he goes, look. I'm actually live on the North Europe server, by the way. And this is a little airfield just off the New Galloway area. And I'm going to use every single bit of this available strip here. There we go. Right, brace yourself, guys. Hopefully we'll get off this runway okay. Right, we've got real wheel weather on, landing light on, fuel pump on. In fact, yeah, we'll need that on for this, I think. Hold on the brakes. Go to 40 on the manifold pressure there. Into the boost a little bit. And here we go. Boot full of left rudder there as well. And, oh, a bit more rudder. 60, 70 knots. And we are airborne. Spectacular. There's Sven there he is. What is he doing? Crazy man. Now, we don't really have a flight plan dialed in as such. A lot of this is going to be dead reckoning. Oh, this is so smooth. Beautiful. I can't believe I'm still using the 457-30 driver. And I confess I haven't used the latest NVIDIA driver, but I don't really want to because everything's working so well. So I'm kind of in the mindset that if it ain't broke, I'm not going to try and fix it. We're going to be heading east. And hopefully the stream is looking a bit better. Oops, that's the wrong button. Let's have a look here then. So I've got a little chat window up here using my G2 controller, which is pretty cool. So look here, right. Quality is good now. Thanks, Chris. Actually, yeah. I think you were right, Chris. I had the resolution set incorrectly in OBS. So that has been the problem. In fact, that was a problem yesterday as well, because I wanted to showcase our fantastic community flight. Because we do sort of a couple of flights a month at least on my Discord server, and we all get together. And I wanted to show a bit of that on YouTube yesterday, but unfortunately it didn't work out very well. And I reckon I know why. OBS, I've recently done an update, and it's messed up all of my settings. So that's what happened there. So sorry about that, guys. But thankfully I can see you all in the chat. Colin, new driver works fine. Yeah, well, I am tempted to try it. I was even tempted to do a video. But to be honest, the 457-30 driver just seems to be working really well still. So if it hasn't improved on what we already have with this driver, I'm reluctant, to be honest, to mess about. But I might do. I don't know. Now, if you don't know already, guys, this is the Just Flight Turbo Arrow. It is absolutely the best general aviation aircraft you can buy right now. No doubt about it. It is an absolute masterpiece. I think Just Flight should be very, very proud of what they've achieved. And I've done nothing but fly this thing for weeks. Well, hasn't been out for a week, is it? But I mean, I was lucky enough to have a pre-release version of it, and even then I was very impressed with it. And as soon as it was available, I bought it straight away, and it's just superb. It really is superb. Newcomer, is the resolution similar to reality? Well, I don't know what it's looking like on YouTube at the moment, so if it's looking decent, then yes, because basically the Reverb is a 4K headset, and I've got it set to native today. So I've got OpenXR set to 100% with render scale at 100, and it's unbelievably sharp. It really is, and I'm very intrigued to see what it's going to be like in comparison to the Vive Pro, which I have coming very soon, as well as the 8KX. But to be honest, I think the fill factor of the Reverb G2 with the smaller FOV, I think it's going to take some beating. And for me personally, I prefer clarity first, field of view second, but you know, that's just my opinion. And it's a personal thing, isn't it, this VR kind of thing we do. Is Sven with me? There he is! Good to see you, my friend. He's trying to formation. Well, he's trying to form up on me, but I'm not flying very straight and level, so he's going to have a bit of a job doing that. I'll try and stay, if you can hear me, Sven. I'm going to just drop down a little bit and maybe settle for about 2,000. Yeah, 2,700, because I'm just at the top of these clouds here. So this is Galloway area. This is beautiful. And we're going to be heading sort of back inland a little bit. And just enjoying some of these views. And any questions you have, I will do my best to answer them. David, how are you getting a chat window in VR? I've spent time faffing with that stuff. Yeah, well, David, I'm basically using the... if you press the Windows button on your G2 controller, you have an option for a virtual desktop. Now, sometimes that will crash your sim out of VR, But if you try it for a second time, it works. Okay, that's what I've found out. So that's what I'm using right now. So I can see a massive window. Hopefully you can't see that because it actually is, it obscures the view a little bit. But I can move that around and I can see everything you're saying. So yeah, pretty damn cool. It's nice to do a live stream again, guys. I want to do a few more of these, to be honest. Because I don't know. I think sometimes it can get a bit too serious on YouTube. You know, some of these videos and reviews and things and settings. Let's just have a laugh. Let's just enjoy flying together. Because that's kind of what I like to do most of the time. Is just enjoy flying. Now I've got my VR labels on. So there's a number of people out there at the moment. I can still hear Sven buzzing around. I'm not quite sure where he is though. I can't see him. Where is he? Oh, he's there. I might log on to the Discord server in a bit. Just to see if, so we can have a bit of a chat. But I was kind of mainly going to do this on YouTube today. VR Flight Sim Girl. Galloway is beautiful. I want to go back. I know. I miss it so much. I really miss it. We spent about, well, I think it's about 4 days there in the end. And did tons and tons of sightseeing and loads of miles, loads of twisty roads. And oh, it's just fantastic. Aboard the Yamaha FJR that I've got, you know, I can't, honestly, I think the only way that it would have been better is if we was flying over it. But then again, I don't know, sometimes you can smell the countryside on a bike, you know, you can, as you're winding around, you know, as you sort of ride past little villages and streams, you can just decide to stop or whatever. It's just absolutely fantastic, it really is. Uva, hello mate, how are you feeling by the way? Yes, smoothness and clarity, absolutely. To be honest guys, and I'm you know, I am getting this Vive Pro 2 and the 8KX soon, but I'm not expecting it to be better than the G2. I'm going to be totally transparent about it, so if I feel it is, I will tell you, and I'll definitely give you my impressions of it, and I'll probably do a few live streams and stuff as well. But my gut feeling is that it's not going to beat this headset. I don't think. But we shall see. Hey, it's great to have so many in the chat. Especially as this is the 3rd time trying to do this live stream. Thanks, I'll try that. Yeah, next question. Which software to stream the mirrored view to YouTube? I'm just using OBS. That's all I'm doing. And basically, in this case, I'm stretching the image. So I'm upscaling to 4K and then stretching the image of the native view of one of the eyes. I'm using the left eye. That seems to be the best way of doing it. You can use the mirror, but the mirror is a bit choppy and a bit crappy. Now that's thanks actually to the VR pilot. He's got a great setup video on how to do that, and I'll probably, after this live stream, I'll link that in the description. It's so good to be flying. Look at this, Sven, you are still with me here. I don't want to jinx it, 'cause I know you've had a few crash issues recently. Look at that for a view. That's fantastic. Nice. 2 T-tail turbo arrows in formation. That is wonderful. I could just quite happily just watch that for ages. Bit more of a mountain region here as we continue to head sort of north. And enjoying these amazing views here today. Uva, you're feeling a bit better. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, the vaccine, it does... which one did you have, by the way? Was it the visor one? Can't recall it now. But I had both of them. And the first one, I struggled with the most. But the second didn't affect me so much. Robert, add-on for birds to fly into engine, please. Well, yeah, I suppose that would be quite cool, actually. Bird strikes, if that's what you mean. With the Quest 2, do you get blurry render distance? Well, to be honest, I could talk about the Quest 2 quite a lot, guys, really. But really, generally speaking, the resolution of the Quest 2 is just not up to it for this type of flying, in my opinion. And you have to really use it at native resolution to get the best out of it. And then it really does. It almost halves the performance of what you'd get with the Reverb G2. And that's even with my computer. It's just not really... It's great for games. It's fantastic. You know, I've played a lot of games, and it's quite good for Microsoft Flight Simulator. It's not like it's terrible. But when compared to the G2... It just falls down in too many areas for me personally. And in the distance, yeah, I suppose it's the compression. It's just the compression issues. The G2 is so much clearer. As I'm looking out now on that terrain, which is absolutely beautiful, I can see really far into the distance there. It looks fantastic. No problem, David. Happy to help in any way I can, really. Colin, what HOTAS do you recommend? I've got the Thrustmaster. I've no idea. I don't own a HOTAS, so I can't help you on that one. Sorry, Colin. But I do... Well, I'm in the same position as you, really. I'm looking at getting one for DCS. I know my friend Dave has just bought one as well, and his is absolutely amazing, so I'll have to find out what he's using. Look at this scenery here. Absolutely beautiful. If I'm looking to the right, guys, that's because I'm looking at the screen. First one, AstraZeneca, isn't it? Yeah, second... Oh, so you're having two different ones. Okay. That'll be interesting. They say that's pretty safe, so hopefully you'll be okay there. But I'm really pleased you're feeling better. That's really cool. That's important. Especially in your line of work, my friend. Thank you for all you do. Steve, just wish I could get a G2. HP out of stock. Happy with the Rift S for now, though. Honestly, Steve, it's a great headset. The Rift S is superb. If I didn't have a Reverb G2 and I had to pick between the Quest 2 and the Rift S for flight simulation, I still would probably pick the Rift S simply because it just runs so much better and you can super sample the heck out of it. And it will look really nice. But I think the only thing you are missing from the Quest 2 is the screen door effect. And it's not terrible compared to the sort of CV1 days, you know, with their pentile sort of arrangement of the that OLED panel. So unfortunately, we're sort of saying goodbye to the Galloway region here, and we're going to continue onwards. Thankfully, I was able to get this flight underway, which is always good. I'm going to cheat here and look at the map, actually, for a minute. Right, so we're heading north at the moment. Let's kind of swing a right here. And keep heading north. And we'll just head sort of Edinburgh way, I think. I've changed my mind. I was going to sort of head home from Galloway. That was what I was going to do today. But to be honest, I'm kind of free and easy with this flight. I'm just basically flying just for the pure enjoyment of it. And I thought I'd share some of this online. Why not? Hopefully it's coming out okay on the... I'm just checking OBS here. It doesn't look too bad. That's good. Let me just pop the chat window out a little bit here, so I can read a bit better. There we go. David, I had to get a work colleague buy one in Spain next day delivery and then post it to me. That's a good idea, David. That's a pretty clever way of getting around it. That might be an idea for some of you that are struggling to get a G2. Yeah. Colin, Steve, I got mine from eBay. They're available but can be pricey. Yes, absolutely. I know, I think some people are, taking the pee, really, and probably selling them second-hand for crazy prices. I don't know what's happened in terms of the supply issues. I really don't. It's such a shame. Yeah, exactly, Steve. Yeah, the Rift S at 1.5 super sampling is very nice image. It's very crisp. It looks good. And, you know, you can't beat the Oculus optics. You don't get any distortions or Mura, you know. And chromatic aberration is very minimal as well. Although, to be fair, it is in the G2. Ah, Uber, thank you so much, my friend. Please don't feel compelled to donate every time I do a live stream, because I feel terrible. But thank you so much. You are a legend, my friend. You have supported this channel so much, and I am very thankful for all of your donations. It really means a lot. I'll put that towards a beer, I think. And I hope you get better soon, my friend. Thank you so much. Looks like Sven is still with us. That is fantastic. Wonderful stuff. Look at this scenery here. In fact, as I say, this is real world weather at the moment. The cloud cover, there's plenty of breaks, thankfully. It was a bit too overcast this morning. But it just looks so beautiful. For our community flight yesterday, which I'm shame I wasn't able to share that on the channel in the end, we was island hopping, and the weather was so spectacular with the rain. It was amazing. And I think I said yesterday that I totally understand why Asobo is keeping the weather SDK side of things, you know, secret. Because there's things going on in this weather engine that I don't think people appreciate. It's the most complex sort of dynamic weather simulation that we have ever seen in a sim. And I'm very intrigued to see what other competitors like X-Plane are able to respond. And, you know, because I mean, look at it. It looks amazing. Every flight is different in this sim. It really is. So at the moment I'm using the Studio Form balancer with the Reverb G2, and it means that I can fly for absolutely hours without messing around with a sweet spot, which is also really, really nice. No problem either, honestly. Do really appreciate your support, I really do, and hopefully next time you'll be able to fly with us when you feel much better. I'm very happy to see that Sven is still with us flying in formation. I'm fingers crossed that you won't get any crash to desktops, because I know a lot of people in the AMD crowd have had quite a number of issues. Right, let me just check the T's and P's. I'm just going to move the chat window for a second over there and make sure everything is where it should be. Let's move the window. Multitasking is always interesting when you're flying, I tell you that. Right, we definitely need to take the landing light off and the fuel pump off. And we actually, no, we don't. Fuel pump on because we need to change tanks. There we go. Fuel pressure is good. Oil temperature is good. And I always like to check to see if we've got any engine damage. And look at that. No, we're doing okay here. It's quite strange because normally with a sort of non-turbo aspirated engine, you'd go squared, like 24 squared would be a good sort of, I guess, cruise setting. But for the turbo arrow, I often use 24 on the RPM and 35 on the manifold pressure. But you have to maintain and keep checking the engine temperatures because this aircraft will bite you. In fact, I need to also adjust the mixture because you will get vapor lock as well. Yeah, so actually looking over there, it looks like there might be a few showers, you know. But yeah, we're heading to Edinburgh area, I think. But that could change. I'm just basically flying around the UK today, just enjoying it all. John, how do you stream on the Ver? I don't quite understand what you mean there. Sorry. Yeah, I don't understand what you mean there. Colin, I'd like to see passenger avatars in the back of the smaller planes. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it would be nice. But I don't know, I guess, I mean, I'm probably a minority here. I'd prefer not to have anyone in the aircraft because I don't feel the avatars are at the point where they look believable yet and they don't move around enough. If there's a way to interact with them somehow, then that would be quite cool. But if they're just static, I'd rather just feel like I'm in the plane on my own, personally. But I know I'm not everyone feels that way, because I know Drew Balgiode, great channel by the way, recommend his channel, brilliant channel. He likes, people in the aircraft, so I guess we're all different on that one. So maybe we've got motion reprojection enabled. I know some people don't like it, but I do like it because it means the sort of terrain is so silky smooth on the ground. It's funny, in some ways, I think asynchronous time warp is better on machines that are more powerful, even though it's actually designed for lower spec machines. I think, you have to maintain a certain level of frame rate, and if you've got a lower end machine, the reprojection isn't able to keep up, and then that's when you get artifacts and issues and stuttering. Yeah, there's definitely rain over there, that's for sure. Looks like we have another P28R inbound. Rennie, yes, good to see you, my friend. I think you messaged me on Discord before the flight. So we've got 3 turbo arrows now inbound around Scotland, so look out, that's all I can say. Good fun. I'm so pleased that the stream's actually working. Yeah, it was OBS that was the issue, not the internet after all. Right, let's see where we are here. Cheating terribly here. Never mind. Okay, actually we need to be heading... Yeah, I'm kind of like too busy yapping away, too busy talking. We're going to make a bit of a right here, and we're going to head to Edinburgh, I think. That would make sense. That's quite a view there. That is quite a view. Right, I think at this point, guys, I'm going to log into my Discord channel to say hello to our little flyers here. Say hello to Sven and also, is it Rennie? Let's have a look here. I'm just going to say, yeah, let's go into the here. Hang on. Hello, Sven. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm hearing you, Cloud. You're doing a nice flight.
Yeah.
Because I don't know where I'm going.
No, well, I don't really, actually. I thought we could probably head to Edinburgh. I'm kind of just having a random flight, really, and I saw you take off from the new Galloway airfield.
Very bad.
That was so funny. I was laughing my head off. Oh, brilliant.
I had to pull up with my joke and my stick that I used for a rudder, and it wasn't going up. It's like, well, go up, up. Luckily, you can't crash into trees, otherwise I'll be dead.
Yeah, that was, honestly, I thought, I was willing, I was like going, come on, you can do it, you can do it. And then I saw you kind of disappear into the pine trees. I thought, oh no.
Yeah, I made it, but that was cheating of the transparent trees.
Oh, it's so funny. No, it's great to watch. Luckily, like you say, we can't crash into trees at the moment, I don't think. So
nope.
You might have to sort of clean the landing gear at some point when you get back.
Yeah. I'm just testing the stability without crashing the desktop, and at the moment it's going perfectly.
That is brilliant.
I found that thing with the C++ error on the event viewer, so I removed the C++ libraries and I reinstalled them, and it's going fine now.
That's fantastic. I don't want to jinx it for you or anything, but I mean, I'm hoping that that's going to be it, really, because you have been having so many issues with, you know, the crash to desktops. I've just really felt for you. I really have. So
thank you. But now I feel confident again to turn off all the settings I set in my BIOS as workarounds. Like, yeah, if this works, then I can get full-blown Gen 4 PCI Express 4. But I'm afraid I will jinx it, so I'm just gonna leave it the way it is.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, you know, we've been flying now for about, what, 15, 20 minutes, and so far, so good. So I'm hoping...
And I've been flying half the group flight of yesterday, and I saw you come online. I was like, I'm heading over. So I've been flying for more than an hour already in
Have
VR.
You? Oh, brilliant. Fantastic.
So that's why I always get hooked if I have a session like this. It's just fantastic, and I can't stop.
It is very addictive, isn't it? It really is. And there's just something special about, you know, flying with other people as well. You know, I just think once you've done it, in fact, it's Mark from the Sim Hangar. It's his fault for because I was sort of the guest on one of his sort of community flights, and I just loved it that much. I thought I should do this more often, and it really is great fun. It really is.
Yeah, I started with pilot Emily, but her groups are so gigantic.
Oh wow!
And then there's no agreement which plane. We just take whatever, and you say that's the speed that we're gonna go. And then you have these massive Airbuses and other gigantic commercial airliners who just flying next to me with their flaps fully extended, and it's just crazy, but it's fun.
That happened to me. Yeah, when I was flying with Mark, I can't remember his name now. I've got a few screenshots. He was flying a 747 next to my Arrow. It wasn't even the turbo Arrow. It was just a standard one, and he was like literally on the edge of the stall, and he was just in formation with me the whole time. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah, I saw it also. It's crazy. I've seen like 4 of these gigantic planes around me while I'm doing also with this just flight plane. It's crazy. Yeah.
Well, guys, honestly, anyone on YouTube, I've just posted a Discord link. Feel free to join the channel and, you know, come and have a chat with us, really. You're more than welcome to. I know I haven't announced this one, so it's just a kind of like spontaneous flight, really. But, yeah, awesome to have all of you here on chat and flying as well. Look at that. We've got 3 in formation there.
Morning, guys. It's Alex Rennie.
Hey, Alex. Good
hello.
to have you here.
Good morning.
How you doing? You're right.
This has replaced my D-Day flight that I was going to do in honour of the 6th of June, but I'll do that later.
Yeah, actually, I'm definitely going to fly the Spitty later on. I've got to do that, really. I almost did, but I just love the Turbo Arrow so much. I can't get enough of it right now. So
I did just buy that one that's just come out from Orbex. You know that funny.
Oh, what is it? It's
that one, like a helicopter-y type. You know, slow and low flying.
Yeah,
I'm not in it.
I know what you mean though. It's a very unusual looking thing, and I can imagine in VR that's a hell of a lot of fun.
Yeah, so I haven't tried it yet, but I'll do that later. I think I'll fly out of Jersey to Normandy.
Spot on. Yeah, I'm doing the complete wrong flight for the occasion, aren't I? Really, but never mind. Maybe I'll do another one later. Have some sort of
it's a bigger scenery to download for a start, I think. So
yeah, I definitely want to check that out. How big is the scenery?
A gig, 1 gig.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad.
And it includes like Pegasus Bridge and some Eragles, you know, with a parachuter on the church and stuff. I say the parachuter is on the church in real life. I think only from the you know, I think he's on there for a couple of months or weeks or whatever after the anniversary, because there was a parachutist who basically landed on the spire of a church. I don't know if you knew that.
Yeah, I've actually modelled that up there. That's incredible.
Yeah.
Love it.
I don't know if it's modelled in it. I think it may well be, but I haven't checked it out yet. So
nice. Very nice.
And Mulberry Harbour and that sort of stuff, you know, it's all in there.
I've still yet to fly the Flying Iron Spitfire with the new update, you know, with the engine physics and stuff. So
okay.
I'm intrigued.
I've downloaded it. I haven't done it myself yet.
No, yeah, they've They've really responded actually to everyone's sort of request, and they've really kind of reworked the engine modelling. So I really need to take that for a spin.
You know, I think I have, but I didn't realise they'd reworked the engine, and I was having some engine issues.
Yes, that might be the reason.
Like, come on! I just maybe hitting control-E every so often as well. I was like, what's going on with this?
Yeah, I've flown it, but you have to be careful. If you hit pause it to take a screenshot and you come back to the plane, sometimes it drops like a brick.
Okay. Well, wasn't there was a problem with the controls? Didn't they fix that in one of the flight sim updates where? It really caught me out with the helicopter, particularly the that Bell helicopter. You know, the one that's the second one. That's the one that's a payware heli, where as soon as you paused and came back, it would reset your control positions. You know, your throttle and.
Oh yes, I've had many a
stuff.
crash because of that.
You were just off, but they fixed that in the latest update.
I'll try it again. Yeah.
I'm amazed that sort of snuck through. I mean, surely something like that would be picked up straight away, but yeah, very strange issue that was.
With that Bell, it just meant that you couldn't even go to you just dropped out of the sky. You couldn't rescue it after that point. It was gone.
I can imagine. Yeah, it's a very different ball game with the helicopters. I'm still learning how to fly the H135. I don't really know how realistic it is, but to me,
it's not so bad. I don't think.
I've
flown one once, a real helicopter, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I compare it to, I mean, obviously not anything real life wise, but the R22 in Aeroflyers 2 is very realistic, and a few helicopters I've used in X-Plane and the Huey in DCS, and yeah, it does feel like every update is getting more and more sort of there in terms of the physics and sort of modelling of it. But
yeah, I wonder if they're going to bring those guys in for as in like partner up with them like they have done with the guys that were doing the
that would be
stuff.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
There's some clever guys out there, isn't there? And what they've done with that, and the updates. I mean, just constant updates coming out on that thing. It's fantastic, and it's a completely different, helicopter to what it started off as.
Yeah, I mean, if that was a payware aircraft or helicopter, I would have bought it.
One, aren't they? Yeah. So they're doing the 445
I've seen it also on Facebook.
Yeah, they're doing the 145 or whatever it is as a payware. So the larger.
In three versions, like private, military, and VIP. I saw.
Yeah.
It's clever actually the way they've done that, because they've captured the community with this aircraft. Everybody loves this helicopter, so now that everyone knows what they can do, and it's a freeware offering, people are just going to jump on this straight away. So
absolutely.
that's
just
very
a
clever.
donation almost, isn't it? Even if you didn't want the helicopter, you're like,
yeah,
well,
too right,
guys. Here's my money because I've got a lot of enjoyment out of.
Absolutely, absolutely, yeah, definitely. So is there, just looking here, Rennie, are you in the chat? I'm not sure if you are or not, but unless that's you. That's not you, is it?
I'm on the right. Huh?
Oh right, sorry, that's your username, is it? I thought that was someone else.
Yeah,
sorry.
no, Renadrock, yeah.
Right, gotcha. Brilliant. I'll tell you what, this is fantastic formation flying. Love it.
Yeah, I fly with external view. It makes it more easy.
Yeah, I often. Well, VR honestly is fantastic for formation flying. I cannot fly. I used to find formation flying impossible until VR happened, and then you realise that it is all about perception and your awareness, and you don't even. It's just so much easier. It's very natural.
I suppose you don't have people just shooting straight off the screen at points, where because you can just look, you can re-maneuver yourself, can't you, in terms of a reposition. As opposed to suddenly a plane sort of like just skipping off the screen and then you having to kind of like bring it back.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, having said all that, I am the one in front, so it's a lot easier for me, to be fair.
You're the navigator.
I know, talking at that, I've completely overshot Edinburgh.
Past Edinburgh.
I have, yeah, sorry.
It was off our left.
Yeah, apologies for that. I think we're actually heading near the Cairngorms now, aren't we? I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, we are. Cairngorms is coming up.
Yeah.
We might as well carry on now if you're happy to. I'm just going to carry on into the mountains there because it is absolutely beautiful.
As well, and then we can see exactly where we are.
Yeah, it's a shame. The live stream yesterday didn't work out, and I know why now. My OBS settings were all completely wrong. So that it wasn't my internet at all. It was just the fact that all my OBS settings were completely wiped since I updated it right before going live, which I shouldn't have done. That's a schoolboy error. I should not have done that. So sorry about that to anyone who wanted to watch the community flight. I'm just gonna. God, there's loads of people in chat here as well. Great to see everyone, and Uwe doing a great job of answering all these technical questions. I should be giving you money, Uwe, for all your help, honestly. Doing a great job answering those questions, thank you. I'm not sure, Melissa, if you're watching, but a coffee and cakey order would be great.
Oh, that was a good idea.
Yeah.
Visitors coming, maybe they can help me out with that one.
And I've yet to buy a straw. You know, I've got all this fancy technology, I've got an expensive computer, but I've yet to buy a straw to drink out of in VR. Can you believe it?
Yeah, but beer and straws or coffee and straws, it doesn't sound right still, does it?
No, it does. No, exactly.
Red wine in a straw.
Yeah. So there are a couple of points of interest. There's a few castles around this area, but I don't really know where exactly they are. There's Balmoral Castle. I know that one. There's an.
We can go to Balmoral in terms of we're currently near Cref. It's just off to our.
Yeah. If you want to lead, that'd be fantastic. And
so let me just get it all straight. So let me find where Balmoral is again. And I'll put it on that. I'll mark it on the map, and then we can.
Super.
So I did land there actually with that helicopter a couple of weeks ago. That was fantastic.
The model is really very detailed by Gaia Simulations that are doing all these points of interest. They're doing a fantastic job.
So I'm just gonna stick it on autopilot actually for a sec. What heading are you guys on at the moment? Because I'm not gonna be able to fly in formation while I do it.
Well, I'm just coming on to 330, but yeah, basically I'm gonna go straight north actually.
Okay,
yeah.
North. Okay, right, fine. So let me just sort it out. Okay. Right. So where is it? Isn't it up at
That was incredible. Sven, as you flew over me then, my cockpit went all dark because your shadow of your plane.
Really?
Yeah, that was amazing.
It's these little small details that make it so
I've
mind-blowing.
I've never experienced that before. I actually I even ducked and went, what was that?
Danger.
And that was incredible. My goodness me. And that's what I love, like all the real-time stuff going on. You know, the real-time sort of noise-rendered clouds and the lighting and everything. It's always different.
You can't put that into words. Somebody has to put your head in the VR headset and look at it, and then
absolutely.
They will get it.
If I had £1 for every time someone said on YouTube, you know, VR looks horrible, it looks jerky and stuttery and low resolution, but unfortunately, unless there's a way, in fact there is a way actually, of doing live streams and people joining in VR, you're just not going to be able to. In fact, I don't know how that would work anyway, because I'll be moving my own head around, so that would probably be very nauseous for people, but you just cannot capture it on a 2D image. It's impossible. It's a shame, but
like I see a little small shadow image on the floor ground of my own plane, which is like all the way down in the field there. It's also crazy.
It is, yeah. And that's actually my shadows settings are quite low, and it still looks good. There's a beautiful lock off my left wing. I've no idea where that is. And whilst I'm on the stream, guys, by the way, there's a add-on called the Electronic Flight Bag. It's EFB, and the developer Sam. I do apologise to him. I need to show that off on the channel. I just haven't had time. But that is a very good sort of interface, so you can get your charts and get your maps and all that into VR. And I will be showing it on the channel soon, I promise you. But it's a very, very cool piece of software. And I think... No, it's all right.
There's a shadow again, no?
No, I thought my coffee had arrived there. I wasn't sure. Oh, look at this! This is a Top Gun style now. Look at that.
Yeah, you can't do inverted flight with this bird.
I'm gonna say, yeah, don't even attempt that. I could just imagine it. It's funny, you know. I need to try all the different. Every time I fly the Turbo Arrow, I always use the same livery. But I need to check out if anyone's done any custom ones.
I always use the custom one because that's the one that shows the tail number correctly, I think. Because yours is still white.
Yes.
With the bug.
Have they released a fix for that yet? I don't know if they have or not.
Yeah, the final version 1, but there's a 1.1 out. But they didn't have it on the changelog anywhere on Just Flight. You just have to go to your orders and re-download it, and then you'll see that it's a new version.
Right, so I'm actually running an old version then, aren't I? I need to.
Yeah. Because they told me about this on Facebook, like, hey, you fix this bug, re-download it and look at it. But they didn't tell anyone. Normally they send out a notification email like there's an update, but I didn't receive any.
It's hard to keep track, isn't it, of all the updates? It really is. I mean, I'm not complaining because I think it's great, but you know,
the update's much faster once you buy it outside of the official market shop.
I think so.
It's much faster.
You see, for me, I've always been used to that. I've always been used to having loads of different add-ons from different developers, and you know, every now and then I'll have a bit of a session where I'll just update them, and you know, but I understand it is a bit of a pain, especially for newcomers. It's good to have everything in one place on the marketplace, but then you do unfortunately have to wait 2 or 3 weeks before you get these updates, and some of them are quite critical updates.
True. Microsoft is very slow or sometimes very bad in implementing the updates, and I hear from the developers they don't get any feedback from Microsoft sometimes. They just boom, there's a new Simo World update, and they have to find all the other problems their plane is having with what that has to do with the update. So that's why after the update, they all back to the drawing board.
Yes, exactly.
Finding what went wrong.
Yeah, I've got a mug here for you for a coffee. Thank you.
Lucky.
In-flight service.
Bastard. Lucky bastard. Sorry, if you're streaming this, my bad.
No, honestly, it's fine. I'm very relaxed here. Don't worry about that. Honestly, are you still there? I forgot your name.
Rennie. Alex. Yeah.
Alex, that's it. Alex.
I'm trying to find it on the map in terms of.
Yeah, if you're using the default map, it won't come up. I don't think.
No, I've got it on the FSNE board.
Oh, gotcha.
Because it's near Balmoral, isn't it?
It is. Yes, it is.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So, if it's near Balmoral,
there's an airport not far away as well. In fact, yeah, is there an airport next to it? I'm sure there is.
Just trying to avoid mountains at the moment.
Do you know, one thing I have noticed as well with the Turbo Arrow, I'm completely hands off right now. Like it trims up really nicely.
Just with the Bravo throttle, just trim it and boom, autopilot version.
Okay,
yeah, honestly,
so guys,
yeah.
I don't know which way you're going, but
I have no idea.
Not that way.
Okay.
So,
the river.
I want to really come on to about 3-0, I would say.
3-0, yeah, roger that.
So,
right next to this huge mountain here. Oh, the Cairngorms are beautiful, they really are. I nearly went there instead of the Galloway region, but I've been here so many times, I thought it's nice to go somewhere new. But I'll be back here again soon, that's for sure. That is gorgeous. The mesh is amazing.
I'll slow down because I don't know how far.
I'll just check the chat again, actually. Can a 3070 run in VR? Well, I'm sure it can. In fact, I think Microsoft Flight Simulator themselves recently showcased, well, not showcased, but kind of suggested the 30 series cards are brilliant in VR for this sim, and they actually mentioned the 3070. I think that's probably the best sweet spot kind of bang for your buck card right now. But I might be wrong because, as I say, I don't own one, so I can't tell you for definite. But what concerns me about cars like that is a lack of VRAM. I know I go on about this all the time, but VRAM in this sim is so important. I've seen crazy VRAM on my 3090. It does use it, so I don't know. It's tricky, really. I don't know why. Like the 3070, is it got 8 gigs of VRAM? It should have 12, I think, at the very least.
The TI is also 12 only, so it's also not that big.
Right. Oh, so there's a 3070 Ti version.
Yeah, there's a TI coming version. That's what Nvidia is doing to earn more money. Instead of making lower end, they make the TI version.
Yes. Well, I would say. So go on, yeah.
Me now.
Where are you? Let's have a look.
I have to look behind me.
So I'm
yeah.
right. I think I'm on your right.
Yes,
so,
you're on the right of us.
I'll tell you what, I'll just circle now because I've got it locked in exactly. So it's
brilliant!
43 miles
Right,
from me.
We will follow you.
Yeah, so I'll just.
Me too. We're banking.
Woohoo!
Nice shot, bank. Sorry about that. I should have said. I'd be no good as a Red Arrows pilot, would I? Oh my goodness me.
I wish I could map the screenshot shortcut on my yoke. That would be sweet. I tried it. It doesn't work.
It doesn't. No, it's a shame because it's one thing I loved about X-Plane. I had a switch on my yoke, and I'd just literally be taking screenshots, and they'd come out full screen. They'd look really good, but with this, you've got to crop them, and it just looks rubbish. Unfortunately.
I put some screenshots there on the Discord. They look pretty nice, and they're from the VR headset. So.
Oh wow! Oh, you do a better job than I do then, for sure. Right, we're heading your way now.
Okay, dokes.
It's 060, is it? I'm just going to go 35 manifold pressure. And just under 25 on the RPM. Get a few more knots out of this bird.
Yeah, that's why my takeoff was also bad, because I was looking at the don't push this engine too much, but I had to go lift off, so I pushed it anyway.
you can overboost for a few, just for a minute or so. Especially, I think it's 40, just 40 on the manifold pressure. You can get away with that. Just as the turbo boost light comes on, you're okay all day at that sort of parameter. You're fine with that. But if you really give it some, that's when it starts to hurt. Oh, you made me jump. There's the coffee. Fantastic. Thank you. Is the live stream looking okay?
Yeah, it still looks fine.
Spot on.
Right, so my problem is that my breakfast is about ready, and it is a full English.
Oh, you can't say no to that. Maybe maybe try eating it with a straw. I don't know.
Yeah. But I'll lead you guys. I'll set you guys on the course, and then I'll lead you to it. Right. So I think we're heading direct to each other now. So it's basically off here. It's about 48 degrees.
Brilliant. That's fantastic. Thank you very much.
At 44 miles.
Full English breakfast. Yeah, we had one of them every day, and I started to think to myself, I really can't have one every day when I'm away. It's really bad.
No, it is.
But
black pudding as well. So mushrooms, black pudding.
It does set you up for the day, though. You don't get hungry until ages. Until the sort of dinner time. Right. Anyway, I'm just lining up with you now.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm just coming on to 50.
Yep. We don't even know ourselves.
Well, we are currently.
Switch on the name tag so you can see us. Otherwise, it's
yeah,
not
and
difficult.
you can join in flight, but we're near. We are at the moment southwest of Aberdeen, but I mean, pretty much in the middle actually of Scotland at the moment.
You see, Alex, when you leave us, we're just going to be lost in Scotland forever. So you best come back.
Yeah, I'll wolf it down.
Here on the news, three Tibber hours just, circling Scotland for hours.
I put my
It's a
fuel
shame
tank
because it looks
70%,
great.
so no problem.
Quick question, Steve. I've just ordered the HP Reverb via a friend in America.
Yes,
Arriving
brilliant.
next week. The only question I've got is, obviously, I've got to make sure the power supply is okay. Am I pretty confident in thinking that the power brick is basically like 110 to 240 volts?
I don't know actually. Because when I got mine, they sent me the wrong one. They sent me the American version. So actually, thinking about it, it might be the same for you. But
It's a standard HP adapter.
yeah, actually, it is.
It's the exact same thing.
It is.
So it doesn't matter.
I actually ended up using, hopefully work aren't listening, I used my HP power adapter for my laptop, and that fitted on perfectly. That worked fine.
It's the exact same thing, and the original is 45 watts, and the laptop's the smallest one is 65, so you're all good if you find one of those.
And obviously, I've got to change the plug on the end. That's no problem at all. But cheers, I'm looking forward to it. It should be arriving in 2 weeks.
Oh, you've been waiting since the dawn of time, haven't you? For this reverb.
There's 79 HP Reverb G2s in Belgium at the distributor, so you should have told me. I have it tomorrow if I want.
Ah.
Typical. I actually knew Fred Flintstone, believe it or not. Just got to find where Aberdeen is, and hopefully I'll find you.
Well,
Got
actually,
in
so
there.
I mean, or if you look for Balata on a map and then have a look at whatever closest airport it is to Balata, BALLATER.
VR Flight Sim Girl, wish I could join you. Yeah, you can. I've got the other computer. We could set you up and get you flying. You're actually quite good at flying, which is a bit annoying. I was like, damn it, you're actually better than me. You're quite good. So yeah, we could get you up flying, no problem at all. And then I can be providing the coffee and cake, and you can do the live streams instead.
There's a castle on the left.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Blair Castle, points of interest.
Ah, brilliant. Should we buzz that, as long as we don't lose where we're going? That's the only thing.
Well, whatever. It's not that far, I think.
Let's go for it. Yeah,
Alright.
I haven't got any points of interest on at all, so I'm literally just lost in Scotland, and it's wonderful.
Well, basically, from here, it's 34 miles to Balmoral at 50 degrees. So
50
I'll leave you
degrees.
guys to do it.
Thanks that's great, Alex, and enjoy your hard-earned fry-up.
Absolutely. Right. Catch you later, guys. Cheers.
Take care. All the best.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
I need to learn how to fly first. Yeah, you're getting there. You're getting there. Doing very well.
Are you far from Balmoral Castle?
35 miles away, apparently.
Is it west, east, north, or west?
Oh, I see where it is now, Sven. I think I can spot it. That's Blair Castle, is it?
Yep.
I know one of them has a little airfield very close by. Whoa, what are you doing, Sven? Did you just do?
Yep.
Did you just do a roll? Oh my God! Don't.
This little plane sometimes can do it. Oh, my engine. Oops.
That was crazy. That was crazy. Right, I'm way too high here, so I'm just gonna. In fact, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's do a. I'm gonna do a stall, because I haven't done one in the Tibber hour yet. So let's see how it behaves. Apologies for the beeping. Here we go. Whoa, that's nice. Left wing drop, and actually there's some more sound effects that they've added compared to the standard arrow. The shaking is a lot more pronounced.
Ooh, pull up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just a very gentle stall, that one. And there it is. Blair Castle. Very nice. Still far too high though.
Pretty big, yeah.
I'm gonna just do one more leap over it. One thing I would like to see is I don't think it simulates airframe damage as such, which would be very cool. Because to be honest, Just Flight, they're not far off sort of A2A quality if they could just add a few more systems modelling, and they probably are doing that, it would be absolutely perfect.
It used to have a little puff of smoke in the very first version you showed on the YouTube, but the full release, it never puffs any smoke anymore, so I don't know what went wrong there.
Oh, really? That's really strange. I'll have to check that out. Because I really like that they did that. I'll mention that to Scott, so thanks for reminding me there. I didn't realise that. That's one humongous castle. Right, anyway, should we head to Balmoral then? I think he said it's 050-ish. So head in that direction. See, it's very professional, this flight today. We know exactly what we're doing. Oh dear.
It's like great weather. It's like, ooh, great weather for VR too. Let's go.
I've got to say, yeah, this is actually, in case you don't believe us in chat, this is real world weather, and it's sunny in Scotland. There we go.
It does happen.
It does, yeah, absolutely. You did, yeah, VR Flights and Go, yeah, you did try. Thing is, you did get a bit cocky. Was it Aerofly FST you were flying? You were doing really well in the F-15, and then you were like, I know, I can do a roll, and then, yeah, it kind of went wrong from that point onwards. Imagine having to vacuum that place. What a strange thing to say. Very funny, yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. I hope their cleaners are on decent money. Right, I need to get over this. In fact, I suppose we could. Yeah, it's alright. I think we've got plenty of power to be able to fly over the top of these mountains here. Alright, I'm just going to have a sip of coffee. Hopefully nothing will go wrong.
But when the landscape gets more dangerous, you drink coffee. Alright.
Yeah, and actually straight away, I'm getting some thermal... Well, not lift, the opposite, downdrafts. I love how this sim models that, actually, over the peaks. Yes, Centurion, you can absolutely join the flight. You are more than welcome to. The Discord chat, in fact, I'll put a link to the Discord again. Well, no, I think you're already on it anyway, aren't you, I think? I'm not sure, but this is the link. My gamer tag is VR Flight Sim Guy, so you can't miss me. I know, Uwe, I don't want to mention the word that you just said, because I don't want to spoil it for Sven, but so far, so good. I've got my fingers crossed, but it's looking very, very promising.
I have it under control. I'm still no issues whatsoever.
He must be getting on about 2 hours of VR flying now.
Yeah, at least.
Yeah. Do you use the reverb, Sven?
Yes, the G2, yep.
Oh, excellent.
Full accelerator, everything full spec. But with the advice that you gave, with 70% with OpenXR and then 100% in the sim. And that with a 5700 XT AMD card, which is like half the power of yours.
Excellent.
And it's going perfectly.
Yeah, honestly, there's a few people that think doing it the other way around works, but it honestly doesn't. Imagine the render scale in the sim itself as a custom render scale that you would find in Steam VR. That's what really gives you need to have that 100% so that the sim itself renders the image correctly, and then you can adjust it in OpenXR. And at 70%, it's a real sweet spot, I find. It works really well. But doing it the other way around, some people have gone like 140, 150% on OpenXR and then 70% in the sim. It just looks awful like that, and you get less performance. I find, anyway.
The sweet spot, 70, 100 is the best.
I think so. It seems to work really well.
And I have motion projection at the moment disabled, so no blurriness.
Yes, that's good as well. I mean, I've actually got it enabled at the moment because I've got I guess the bandwidth. Being in Scotland, you get nice frame rate anyway because less buildings and things. So I've got it enabled. I'm getting 30 frames per second. It's very smooth, but It depends really. If I do a long flight, really long flight, I'll probably have it disabled because you get better clarity. You definitely get better clarity with it off.
I have rolling cache for the first time since yesterday. I turned that option on and set the 500 gigabyte limit on my NVMe SSD, and it's, I don't know if that improves anything, but it's going very good.
Nice. I haven't even touched that actually. That might be a...
Well, if your bandwidth is big enough, you don't have to, but I just tried it anyway to see what the, because I'm just trying all kinds of options to get rid of all this crashing the desktop, so I'm trying everything, and at the moment it's working perfectly. I'm not touching anything
Yeah,
anymore.
don't touch it ever again now. Just leave it. Don't ever touch it again.
So about Microsoft, be very careful with World Update 5.
Yeah, that's the only thing. You get everything dialed in correctly, everything's working fine, and then an update happens and it all goes to pot again.
Just fly it in the loop with all the changes so they can optimize their plane again.
I think they are, well, I don't want to say too much in case I jinx it, but the last update seemed to go really well. They updated everything and fixed stuff, but they didn't break anything. So I'm hoping that's the sign of things to come, and they're going to be a bit more difficult, you know, a bit more careful with those updates.
Yeah, but the CRJ got a lot of updates after Sim Update 2, so I don't know.
Yes, that's another bird I need to update actually, because I need to go for a big flight in that soon as part of my world tour. So I'm trying to get my bearings here now, because we can't be far away from the castle, Balmoral Castle. I think it's over there actually. You might find it in a minute, Sven. If you've got your points of interest marker on, we might be able to cheat and see it that way. But I've got a feeling
anywhere.
I've got a feeling it might be in this valley here, because I recognise this road. I've been on that road.
It's nice, like the mountain on the right is like a leopard skin.
It does, yeah. It does look like that, doesn't it? And honestly, it's like that in real life.
Ah, okay, so it's not a bug. All right.
In fact, well, it actually depends. Actually, it might be slightly. Yeah, there's a bit of discoloration actually right far over there. I see what you mean now. Yeah, that's a bit dodgy. But this stream here, I remember stopping there and having a paddle in and drinking from that stream when we went touring, and it's so clear and crisp, and the beautiful water, it's so clean.
Something they need to change also in the sim, the water, like waterfalls. If you go to Niagara waterfalls or anything, it's all a photograph. It's not real water. They should make it real, look and feel real.
Absolutely, yeah. They've definitely got the technology to do it. It's just a case of implementing it somehow. But no, that would be very cool.
Because if you land on the water with any kind of water plane, it's terrible.
It is bad, isn't it? Yeah, they need to sort that out for sure, definitely. Got Logan
Drones with
Air
everything,
Captain.
yeah.
He must be in an airliner over there. Logan Air Captain. Right, I think it's in this area here, but I might be completely wrong.
Don't any markers whatsoever.
I'm definitely wrong then.
I'm just following you, so if you're wrong, I'm wrong too.
Oh dear. That's all right. We'll find it eventually, I'm sure. I feel like we're close by.
I'm from Belgium, so I don't know anything here.
Melissa might be, you know, this might be like Groundhog Day to her. The amount of times I've said that when we're touring, I think we're close. I'm sure it's round here somewhere. An hour later, we're completely in the wrong direction. But anyone in the chat, are we close to Balmoral Castle? Does anyone know? Alex, we need you back. We're lost. That Centurion, that's the River Don, is it? Okay. Is that anywhere near where we're going? I don't think it is it?
I see one, Balmoral Castle on the left, but that's not what we were looking for, eh?
Yeah, that's the one. That is the one.
Ah, that's on the left.
Excellent. I told you. I told you. That was just luck. That was just luck. Yeah, go for it. Phew. Just check the chat here. Should happen in the summer, but Sabo being French, you never know. It is a mix. I know what you mean, Eva, actually, and I think, you know what? I do think that Acebo had driven primarily for the passion for the sim, but because of that, they sometimes get things wrong, because they probably implement things they shouldn't, or they don't really check things the way they should. But I don't know. I get the passion from them. I do. Remember the proper Microsoft Flight Simulator days, the FS9 days and stuff, where we get one update and it was the acceleration update, and we wouldn't get any contact with the community. The way things are nowadays, it's an absolute dream come true. So I can forgive them for the odd mistake here and there, because I do feel that, number one, they are passionate. They want to make this the best sim that is out there. So I don't know if anyone disagrees with me on that one, but I just feel that they have got the passion.
Okay, I'm at the castle. Crashed the desktop. No.
Oh no! Oh no, Sven. Oh.
I'm out.
You've turned into a helicopter, now you've disappeared. Oh, Sven, honestly, I feel so...
In the MJ bug report tool. So it's still the AMD issue, I guess.
I really want to swear. Actually want to swear, and I'm sure you do as well. I feel really, really, really annoyed for you. I thought we'd sorted it.
Me too, but still 2 hours of absolute pleasure. Thank you.
No, honestly, Sven, and if you want to join back up again, I'm probably not going to stay on for too much longer, but... Oh, hang on, we've got 2 more inbound. There's 2 more turbo arrows inbound, so I'll stay on for a little longer. Oh, I'm so... Oh, Sven, honestly, I had everything crossed for you for that. What could it be?
I don't know. I'll look at the event viewer and start doing my IT stuff again.
It crashed right on top of the point of interest, interestingly.
Oh, who knows? Maybe something has something to do with it.
Well, do you know what, Sven? It's lucky that you at least told me where the castle was before you crashed, because otherwise I probably would have missed it.
My life has a purpose there.
Yes, absolutely. Too right. We're going to come in nice and low now and have a nice view of this castle. I am overspeeding a little bit, so I've got to be careful of the old engine temperatures. And there she is. Complete with the flag on the top there. Oh, nice. Nice, very nice flyby view there by PAYT. This is beautiful. And G Chuff, is that Mike?
Hi there, Steve. It is, yeah, found you.
I've just got you there, doing a very nice low flyby there. Beautiful. That's really well modelled, isn't it? Very impressive. I'll tell you what I might do then, just to, because I was going to finish, but we'll carry on a bit longer since we've got a few more joined. If we head to Dundee to finish there, that'd be quite a nice stopping point, I think. I'm trying to think of the code.
And I just bought that airport, Dundee.
Yes, I was just thinking as well, because it's a very nice modelled airport by Orbex. I was a little bit picky in my review of it on the channel, but it's still a very nice airport. If you get it on sale, it's definitely worth the value. But I'd like to see a bit more from Orbex, if I'm honest. I want to see them pushing the boundaries. They're known for really producing the most highest quality, and I think at the moment they're just a little bit lagging behind on that.
Some of their work is really nice. The New Zealand mountain mesh, wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, they're certainly, a huge fan of theirs, don't get me wrong, but I kind of want to see them innovate more. I want to see them do something that no one else has done, like perhaps animated people or something. We need another innovative kind of game changer for airports now. We've stayed at the same level for a while.
Okay, Dundee's Echo Golf Papa November.
Brilliant, thank you for that, Mike. I was just trying to remember it. Perfect. I'll just bang that in the GPS. Yeah, one thing I used to like about FSX, you know, when you go direct to and you put the code in, once you got it flashing, you was able to just basically type it in the keyboard. I don't know if anyone remembers that, but now you kind of have to do it really slow. There we go, got it. Oh, 14 minutes away, that's perfect.
What engine you got, Steve?
I'm just coming on to 160. Oh no, hang on. No, it's going to be 170, I think. No, sorry, 180. 180.
180, thanks, Steve.
I'm looking forward to hearing your first impressions then of the Reverb G2 when you finally get it.
I've been watching your video about setting all the parameters in, I can't remember all the terms now. Open XR, is it?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah. And setting the resolution in this to, what was it, 100 in this and 70 in the OpenXR.
That's
VR.
it. That's the one, yeah.
Much appreciated, Steve. I must admit, saves me a lot of headaches, I guess.
No problem. In fact, actually, I would recommend don't mess around with motion reprojection straight away. Just go disabled. There's a little tab that will say motion reprojection, automatic, on, or disabled. Just disable it completely, because I think there's too many people that have got too many varying issues with it. I prefer it. I do like it, but I know a lot of people don't. I think the general consensus of it is that it's better disabled. So try that first, and then that way you'll be able to really enjoy the clarity of the reverb more, because it definitely hampers it when you've got motion reprojection on.
Thank you. I can't wait. I'm really excited.
Yeah, honestly, and just give yourself a bit of time to I guess get used to it really, and set it up. It can be a temperamental headset at times, as I'm sure you know, but generally speaking, for me, 90% of the time it works flawlessly. It really does.
I'm in hot pursuit. I'm back.
Yay! Good to have you back, Sven. I'm so sorry, mate. I really am. I really feel for your situation, and I'm sure what you're experiencing is echoing a lot of people's frustrations. So you're not alone there. You're not alone.
It could be if I changed my graphical card to an RTX, the problem is solved, or it's really pure the AMD platform and they have to tune everything.
Yeah, because I know, Mike, you have an AMD system as well, don't you?
Yeah, it's rock solid. Never had a crash to desktop, and I'm touching wood while I'm saying that.
Yes, exactly. So that will be interesting as well to see what sort of impressions you get. Uber.
Incredible memory, Steve.
Sorry, say again.
You've got a cracking memory to remember that.
Yeah, that's probably the first time anyone said that, usually. But yeah, my memory's not brilliant, but I've always said, I guess, I'm really good at remembering things that I'm interested in, and anything else I forget. Uber just made me laugh. He said, get the GTN 750. I could have quite easily just clicked a few buttons and gone direct to it. Yeah, you're quite right. I do need to get that.
I have the best.
It's only fair that I buy that, because I've made all you guys buy so many things. I think it's only fair that I buy that, really. That snaking river down there, beautiful. I better change tanks. Too busy talking, and I'm a little bit.
I turned the engine damage off so I can catch you.
Whereabouts are you? In fact, I'm trying to see if I can spot you yet. Where are you? Oh, I see. Yeah, I'll slow down. I am hammering it, actually. I'll slow right down here.
I can really hear the propeller make really bad noises once you go close to 180.
Yes, absolutely. I reckon that this, apart from a few little bugs with the tail number and stuff, this is probably Just Flight's smoothest release to date in terms of, because the Arrow had about 3 or 4 different patches straight away, but I don't know, it just seems to be really sorted. And I still can't believe the frame rate of this bird. It's really, really solid. I've got quite a few people here now. Brilliant. All in turbo Arrows as well. Love it.
out of my CCM Spitfire bobber this morning, Steve.
Oh, nice one. Nice one.
The rain, of course.
You say, I was about to say, is the weather okay where you are? Because it's a bit gloomy here.
No, got caught in the rain.
Oh, did you? Do you know, I always find
Smile on my face.
that when I've washed the bike, it's gleaming clean, I go for a ride, that's when it rains. Always happens. You should have seen my FJR when we came back from Scotland. The state of it with the bugs and insects. Oh my god. It was, the whole front of it was just covered, absolutely covered in midges and all sorts of Scottish wildlife.
I was going to say, was there many midges up there while you were up in Scotland?
Well, it was really weird because I think we just caught it right. They seemed to appear. There was one, what was it, on the Tuesday, we had a really long day, and by the time it was about sort of at 6-7 o'clock, we were near this lock. It was called Clattering Shores Lock. And suddenly they just came out of nowhere and they were just swarming us. It was a nightmare. And we had no problems the whole day. So whether it's because we was near the lock and it was damp and perhaps the sort of conditions favoured, you know, the midges coming out. But that was the only time we had them that I noticed. But I imagine now they're going to get worse and worse.
I think it starts about now, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. I think we just got away with it. But when we went to did the North Coast 500 route, it was a nightmare. Even if you stopped, on, you know, just for a couple of seconds on the bike, they'd start swarming all around you. Bloody horrible things.
I had a word with the people who took the Iron Horse, the Spitfire, and I said, is there any chance you can get smoke and fire and flames popping out of the exhausts when you start up? And apparently they're working on that, so that would be fantastic when it starts.
Oh, wow. That would be amazing, yeah. Too right.
That would be nice. The Corsair one, the other airplane has it, eh? As the engine blows up and then your canopy is full of oil. Something like this, it's fun.
It does, it sounds great.
How is the update to the Fly 9 Spitfire? Because I haven't actually flown it since the update. I know they've really added a lot more. Yeah, including the engine effects as well are better as well, aren't they now?
Oh, I'm looking better. I just like starting this. I've got a Bose sound system connected to the computer, so I just start everything up and make the whole house rumble when I start the engine and Merlin.
Amazing, yeah. I had a guy in Japan, I was flying there through the buildings in the city, and there was another guy there with a Spitfire, and we just were addicted of doing flybys to each other just to hear that noise come by.
Oh, beautiful.
Because you can't do this or hear this alone, you have to be with two to hear that. That's the magnificent sound of the Spitfire, just to see it fly and hear the sound come and go. It's just amazing.
In fact, it'd be interesting, Mike, to see what you make of the Index audio solution, since you've got a decent sound system anyway. Because
people say it's pretty good, don't they?
It's honestly, it's superb. It really, the headphones are. It's, you know, I wasn't convinced when because I remember I was chatting to Seb about this because before I got the Reverb, and I was saying, how on earth can a floating ear design like that give you really good bass and really good, you know, sound? And yeah, it really does. It does the job very well. Very nice formation flying there. Is that Centurion, I would imagine, if you've joined? Oh, nice formation there. Nice tight formation. Oh, hang on. There we go. Sorry, I'm too busy looking and I'm not flying straight, which isn't helping.
Heading toward Glamzoe.
We're supposed to be heading towards Dundee, which is Echo Golf Papa November.
Roger, cool.
Yeah, we're about 4 minutes out at the moment.
Stop at St Andrews for a game of golf.
Yeah, why not? Sounds good.
What manifold pressure are we all running at, by the way, in cruise?
For me personally, I'm running 24 on the RPM and 30 on the manifold. But actually, you can bump that up to 40 and be perfectly safe with the turbo arrow.
Yeah, thanks, Steve.
But at the moment, I'm slowed down a bit, 140 knots, just to give everyone time to catch up a little bit.
One thing I'm not sure on this Reverb G2, do you still use a mouse?
Yes, you do, of course. In the cockpit, everything is with the mouse.
And
Yeah.
you see that's obviously in your headset when you're wheeling the mouse about.
Yeah, you just click on it and move the button. Sometimes you have to close one eye to really put the mouse on the exact position where the button is or the knob.
Oh, thanks, Shred.
Yeah, it's just the same as any other VR headset, really. Although I am using the G2 controller just to so I can see the chat window, which is a very handy feature. But I think, I know. I mean, we all know that Asobo are going to implement controllers this year, and they'll be focusing on the G2 more than any other headset to begin with, because that is really sort of optimized for this sim. So I'm very, very excited to see what they come up with.
I'm back, guys. Well done for finding it. I was watching on YouTube.
Oh, brilliant.
Whilst having my breakfast, and my mother and father-in-law were around as well, and it was like, Alex, we need you back. We can't find it.
Yeah.
Which did make my wife chuckle with shame, but.
Honestly,
I'm back also after the third crash to desktop.
Oh yeah, that's
oh,
unfortunate.
Sven.
Yeah.
Well, it was Sven that found it. I've got no credit at all. I was lost, totally lost.
Sven, have you ever tried doing stress tests on your machine in terms, just using things like?
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Everything
Yeah.
runs fine, even VR with Alex and everything. Everything runs
Yeah.
very smooth. It's just in the sim, it crashes the desktop way too much.
Yeah. And have you done like a complete clean install of it? I know it
Did
takes
that
about
already
eight.
2 times. But I didn't do it now with the latest update, so the total volume is only like 75 gigabytes instead of 100 something. I saw a YouTube about this. It only optimize your system to do a full reinstall with the new package.
And I take it you've tried it without anything in your community folder as well, yeah?
Yeah,
That's it,
yeah.
It is.
Because in 2D everything works with all the options on or off. It's just once you switch to VR, boom. Sometimes crash the desktops.
And again, different drive. I mean, I know that Steve is like the lover of that 423 or whatever and stuff, which I was using up, but I've now just started taking
but
the latest drivers.
That's Nvidia. Yeah, I'm using AMD, so it's a different story.
Ah, the AMD card. Okay. How have they been on in terms of their updates?
They've been updating, but still no fix to the crash to desktop, so it doesn't matter. And I don't see improvements of the version.
Okay, Dundee Airport. We have 2 runways, runway 27 and runway 09. So we've got west-east. Which one are we going for?
I'm using live weather, so whichever that favours really, I can now check. One thing I like about the arrow, it actually tells you the wind direction, which is quite handy.
I'm going to take out my new plane. Where is it? Where is it? It is called the EA7 Optica.
In fact, it's got ATIS on it actually. I think. Oh no, it hasn't. It's all right.
The Optica was a fantastic concept. Wasn't the police were going to use that at one point?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, so I was
yes, the
thinking something,
Optica.
It only can do 8 hours at like 80 knots or something daft like that.
Yeah.
Cruise.
You have to let me know how you get on with that because it does look very interesting.
Yeah, well, I'm about to jump in. So we're leaving Dundee, are we?
Unfortunately, I'm going to have to end it
Oh, you're
here.
leaving, okay.
Yeah, only because I've got a bit of a meeting with a guy. Hopefully, that's going to bring some very interesting new things to VR, and that's all I can say, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'm going. Unfortunately, I didn't realise the time was 12 o'clock already. My goodness me, it's gone very quick.
There's Formula 1 on today as well.
Is it? And MotoGP actually. MotoGP's on as well. In fact, it's probably on at 12:30, so I'm going to miss that. But never mind. I'm just having a look at the windsock, whether I can see where the wind's pointing. it's a slight crosswind, so yeah, okay. I'm going to come in on runway 0, is it 09?
09, yeah.
Yeah. I could literally fly all day today. In fact, I probably will, to be fair, once I've done that. Although, no, I can't. I've got family coming over. Damn family. Spoiling the fun.
They're almost here.
Oh, guys, this thing in VR looks pretty special.
Does it?
Yeah.
You're going to make me go buy that, aren't you? I know you are.
Got some visibility, you really do.
Is that in the marketplace, the Optica?
It's in Orbex. So I don't know. Sorry, I bought it directly from Orbex, along with the rest of my mortgage that have gone to them over the years.
Yes.
It's 10 quid. It's £10.
£10.
Yeah,
Absolute bargain.
Yeah, I thought it's definitely worth a punt, isn't it?
And that's their first aircraft, isn't it? That they've.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody else did come out with an Optica, they didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think somebody. It's weirdly enough, this weird aircraft from the 70s, and two developers suddenly come out with it almost at the same time.
That tends to happen quite a lot, doesn't it? I don't know why. Because Aeroplane Heaven are going to release their Spitfire soon, I believe.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one also.
Sorry, who's that, Steve?
Aeroplane Heaven, they're going to release their version of the Spitfire. Right, I'm on finals. I'm too high, so I'm just side slipping a bit here.
I'm higher. I'm right behind you.
Where's the parking brake? Oh, there it is.
Ooh, nice.
Just coming in. Oh, nice. That's.
All three of them.
Are we all landing at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could watch, but.
I don't think we
nice.
all have clearance from the tower.
No. Oh,
Whoa.
whoa. I'm going to go underneath you. I'm braking. That was impressive. Oh, hang on. Oh, you're on the grass. We made it down just.
What's the deal with model matching in Flight Sim nowadays, in terms of they just put in random, you just come up as a random aircraft for something that you haven't got installed yourself?
Yeah, because
You know,
I think that's how it works. Because I would love to see it. It'd be great if I could park up and then watch you do a bit of a flight. But yeah, I don't think unless.
Well, I see you pulling onto taxiway now, so I'll just pull up, but I'll probably just appearing as a Cessna or.
I'll have a look in a minute. Let's have a look. See what you're. It's actually showing. Yeah, is it? You're still a P8. Yeah, P28R still, which is a bit weird.
Oh, right,
It's
okay.
chosen that.
It's got some visibility. My God.
That's a great thing about these aircraft, isn't it? In VR, the visibility. Yeah. Oh no, you're not. You're a Bonanza. That's weird.
Yeah, I tell you what. So funnily enough, I was flying with a friend of mine the other day, and he went and bought the wrong Arrow. He bought the Coronado one instead of and he
Oh,
was
dear.
appearing as a Bonanza as well.
I bet so many people have done that. You know. It's not on marketplace yet, is it? I don't think.
No, it's not.
And the Just Flight is so much better.
It is.
That's true. But the other one from Coronado, I love it. The Seneca 5 is also sweet. That's the best plane to have.
Yeah, that's on my radar. I'm definitely going to buy that one for sure. Look at that. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aircraft coming in. 6, sorry. Centurion just behind there. I see you. Fantastic.
I'm going for a short field landing. It'll be interesting.
You were all landing the wrong way, weren't you, for the wind?
It was
the windsock.
well. It's still an issue that needs to be sorted. The windsock. See, when I flew over it,
It's in reverse,
it was yeah. It was actually facing the opposite way. It's very strange, that is. There is still a few issues with the weather, but hopefully they'll be resolved at some point. Now the annoying screen as I switch the battery off. I hate that screen so much.
This thing is not.
And
got
then
much power.
your plane disappears too.
Does it? Oh, when you do that, yeah.
Yeah, they turn that option off. You just turn off everything on the plane. It doesn't matter. You don't go to the menu automatically. It should just stay like this.
Oh, how do you do that?
No, you can't. They should do it.
Oh,
They
sorry.
should-
Yeah,
that-
sorry. Yeah, they should do
yes.
it. Totally agree.
They should just take that option away. It's my plane, my controls. I will decide when I go to the menu.
Whoever decided that that was a good idea, yeah, they need to have a word with them. That's all I'll say.
They're probably listening, so let's hope so.
Nice landing there, Mike. Very nice landing.
Do you notice the avionics always come on straight away as well? You can't switch them on via the switch.
Yes, I think that's. I guess that depends because the Arrow I used to fly in real life, not myself, but with my friend, that was the same as well. It was wired to the main battery, so that is realistic. But you know, some of them are all different, so I guess that's what they chose to do in this case. I think I'd prefer it to be separate, personally, but well, guys, honestly, but I'll just
Lucky my dog getting some nice air. Voila.
I'll just wait for Mike to sort of park up and I'll take a nice screenshot. I can't quite get you all in. I'll try and use the drone, but I don't think that will work. Maybe if anyone can get a screenshot for the group, that'd be great, and I'll put that on the community tab.
I'm doing it.
Oh, nice one. Thanks, man.
I've got the wrong plane here.
Yeah. Yeah, Alex, let me know on the Discord how you get on with the with your new steed.
Nice.
How are you
It's,
getting on?
Yeah, it seems to be pretty good. I mean, I've got a bit of the engine keeps cutting in and out. I'm not sure whether that's which is a bit weird.
Oh, okay.
But I might restart my sim and see if that sorts out. But no, I mean for visibility from the side, off the side, you know, it's just almost you've just got it's completely and utterly open, pretty much. You know, it's like a big helicopter cockpit basically that you're sitting in.
It's honestly for VR, you can't beat that because you just get that sense of height, don't you? Like nothing, you know,
Yeah.
it's incredible.
Yeah, it's when you occasionally catch yourself getting a bit of vertigo when
You
you're looking
do.
out the door.
You totally do. Even, you know, VR veterans, you know, we've been doing this years. You still get that feeling every now and then when you kind of look down.
Yeah.
I'll just
Which
say
aircraft is that?
I'll just say bye to people on the chat because quite a lot of people have followed us on this little flight. So thank you so much for watching, guys. And I'm going to end this stream here. And yeah, I'll see you all again very soon. Feel free to join the Discord group and join us for a flight soon. Take care, guys. See you soon.
Steve.
Oh, my engine is gone. So there must be something wrong with it.
That's funny. That's the
Right,
last.
let's see if so I'm gliding in.